You guys have to check this out. So Mario just straight up goes right through the pipe and skips all the way to World 4. That's crazy. It's insane. I'm Justin, and today we're going to be checking out my friend Kosmic, who is the world record holder for Super Mario Bros., along with other various video games. He's beaten the game in 4 minutes and 55 seconds, which is insane because it would take me a lot longer than that. Let's go ahead and take a look at how he does it, how he got started, and what it's like to actually be a speedrunner, which is ultimately just trying to beat the game as quickly as possible.
Way to explain a speedrun is most people are familiar with the idea of people who go for arcade high scores. You know, they try and get the high score on the machine. If it doesn't go well, they restart and they just keep trying to beat their score. That's basically what a speedrun is, but your score in this case is how fast you beat the game. So you could try over and over to beat the game faster and faster and set the fastest time for beating a game. Growing up, I had certain games over the years that I would just periodically go back and play because I loved them, you know, like Ocarina of Time, and I would look up YouTube videos about them, and sometimes I'd stumble upon these glitch videos where people did things I'd never seen before. I wanted to find out how they worked. It was like this new realm of my favorite games that I could discover. You know, one of them is called a super slide. Link just goes zooming across the field, and I thought it was fun, show it off to my friends and see their faces, but eventually I found speedruns and full game playthroughs where people actually use these glitches with a purpose to help them go faster, and it was fascinating, but it's really funny because at first I thought I wasn't good enough. I couldn't pull them off very well. Even with some practice, I had some difficulty at first. Obviously that wasn't true in the long run, that I wasn't able to do it. Believe in yourself, you can do it. But the way I actually started speedrunning, started making attempts at it, is I found a website called Speedruns Live. It's a website where there's people all over the world. They go in a chat room, they say, hey, we're going to start this game at this moment. Everyone goes, whoever gets to the end wins, and you just race and have a good time. And that's how I started speedrunning. Speedrunning takes a lot of effort, a lot of practice, a lot of attempts. You reset, you hit the reset button so many times. I've probably pushed that button about 40,000 times by now, and you might wonder, like, is this guy crazy? Like, isn't the definition of insanity doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? But it's a lot of fun. It's just like anything. You know, people go and golf the same course over and over to try and get a better score. It's exactly like that. And it's something I love doing. It's something I'm talented at. And it's really satisfying to just try and get a better time, figure out little ways that you can improve, coordinate with people online, see what strategies you can come up with. I've met a ton of good friends online speedrunning. And every now and then there's these events called Games Done Quick that you can go and meet with these people. It's an event that actually raises money for charity. They raise like millions of dollars every year for Prevent Cancer Foundation, Doctors Without Borders. And I've met a lot of good people that I'm really glad I wouldn't have those connections if I didn't start speedrunning. Glad I picked up the hobby. Over the years I've seen a lot of YouTube comments, a lot of Facebook posts about how someone doing the speedrun is cheating, about how they're doing a glitch and so it shouldn't count, about how it doesn't take any skill because they just warp to the end or something. And that's not the case. It actually is a lot harder to play games with glitches or with speedrunning strategies. And another thing people say a lot of the times is like, you're just kind of destroying the game, like this is a beautiful game and you're like skipping parts of it, why are you doing this? And like I said, I grew up playing these games, I already played them thoroughly. I've learned more about them since I started speedrunning than when I played them casually. Got my Nintendo Entertainment System. My parents bought this back in 1985. Got Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt. I don't think my parents expected it to get this much playtime back in 1985. Came out 10 years before I was born. But I've put it to good use. These days, though, I play on this. It's a Famicom. It's the Japanese version of an NES. And I use it because it's been modded to output better video quality for my recordings and my speedruns. Something that makes speedrunning even better in our day and age is a website called Twitch TV. It's a live streaming website, and I stream on there my attempts at this game, so I'm not always just sitting alone in my room trying to do attempts. I get to interact with people on there who are posting things in the chat. They ask questions, we have conversations. It's kind of silly. Sometimes you get a world record video and like for half of the run you're talking about Pokemon or something stupid, but it makes it really entertaining, and that's where I've met a lot of the people that I've developed friendships with.
You guys have to go check him out on Twitch. You can see him at twitch.tv/Kosmic, KOSMIC. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe to me. We'll see you next time.